Bruno got put. Now, when I say boss, just so the viewers will know, Bruno was a boss here. Just like before him, there was Babes Shabelli, there was Anthony DeLavo, there was Skyball Shabelli, there was Big Nose. Those were all bosses.
Correct.
Bosses of the Genovese faction of Western Mass, Connecticut.
Yeah, correct.
When I became in power, I was the same position. When they wrote articles about me, they put boss, reputed boss.
Yeah.
So I'm a captain in the family in New York, but we're bosses here. That's what it comes down to. So Bruno, when he became boss, he went to New York, and this is how it started. When money started going down to New York, Bruno went down there to ask to shake down two guys for $500 a week. Both guys. One guy was a strip club guy, ended up being an informant around here since the 80s. Everybody knows about him. And another guy, his cousin. So Bruno got the okay to shake them down for $500 a week, which is $1,000 a week, and they were told to give the money to the kids, which was me and a few other kids that were hanging around that they had proposed as memberships. So New York didn't even want any of the money, number one. Number two, Bruno was told to give it to the kids. And that's how this extortion scheme started. And then as it built up, to $50,000 a month, that's when a piece started going down to New York, started getting involved. And that's when money started going down just out of the extortions. I mean, that was nothing. That was like, $50,000 a month is peanuts. It's not even money. But a piece of that went down to New York, and so they got some crumbs sent down there, and that's how all the tributes and paying so-called paying New York. That's the part where
now it makes more sense to me. Yeah.
So I got a question about that. Kind of modern day Cosa Nostra. Hey Walt, how are you, buddy? Modern day Cosa Nostra, if you will. So I'm a restaurant, and part of your kick up every week. You get me for $1,000 a week because I'm making $2 million a year. You get me for $1,000 a week. I don't mind paying it. You guys come in, you hang out. I pay $1,000 a week. Everything's good. We got a decent rapport, right? But what does that include? I've always kind of wondered. Like, so for example, if something happens to my business, somebody threatens it, you come in, right? But what if somebody smacks my niece and I need that kid tuned up? If I come to you, Anthony, hey, listen, I'm helping you out every week. Can you take care of this to the rule for me? Or you guys were like, you know what? Like, you kind of paid protection, but you really didn't get anything out of it. I've always kind of wondered the modern day Cosa Nostra, what that protection got you.
So in our area, we didn't shake down. Like, no businesses got shaken down until Bruno became boss.
Yeah.
Then they did. So let's just say, but back in the day, so you could see where that's coming and it would make sense to you, is there was a lot of the neighborhoods that had Italian coffee shops, Italian restaurants, and there was a big presence of a young Italian gang kids that were always getting in trouble. But the thing was, there was different mafia families that would go in and approach the restaurant owner, and this way, when he was paying something to one of the guys, he was protected from any other mobster going in to try to shake him down.
Oh, not from again, if I always thought naively that if you're charging me a tax, if I got a problem, I can kind of come to you. That's kind of what I'm paying for.
I'm going way back though. Back in the day. We never did that here until Bruno took over. But let's just say, Bruno had a restaurant down in Boston that he was getting $25,000 a month. I mean, a year. Every Christmas, the guy would give him $25,000. There was a problem. What happened? This was in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. The owner's daughter got something messed up with something with some guy with some